So, hello and welcome, beautiful people, to another round of me trying to improve. We're doing Angular and typing, as always. So, let's get into it. Oh, come on. 8. Okay. 8:43. It's getting worse and worse. Maybe I'm getting tired. Okay, like the rest. And we will continue in here. What I was doing, I was looking at, yeah, this. There's a countdown, clear timer, set interval, and that is each second we subtract the second in here. That's here 11. If seconds is 0, the message is blast off. Else, if we are under 0, so 10. Okay. Okay, how does that look? Start. 2, 1, blast off. Oh, and it then resets. Yeah. So interesting. So that makes sense. That makes sense. If it's that 0, so do that. Elsewhere that, and we call stop, clear timer, and clear timer is clear interval with this interval ID. Okay. So what is the trick? The parent interacts with child. This is the child, right? And here is the parent. Countdown local var parent component that hosts the timer component as follows. Oh, the timer start, timer stop. So the buttons are actually on the parent. Countdown to list of by local variable. Then we have a start, stop, sure. Styles, sure. But okay, what's the how come he knows that he can because the up countdown timer is here and we have the buttons before that. Start, stop, right? And the start and stop is over there. So how is that possible that the parent sees that, huh? Parent component cannot data bind to the child start, yes. Not like seconds probably, yes. So I can place a local variable. Ah. Oh. So that is the reference. That is the reference to this component. I see. Representing the child component that gives you reference to the child component and the ability to access any of its properties and methods from within the parent template. Wow, okay. So that makes sense. I saw this today at work and I did not know what it is. Now I do. Okay, so from here right now, that's pretty straightforward. This example wires parent buttons to child start and stop and uses interpolation to display the child seconds property. Yeah, it's a timer and seconds. Yeah, okay. And that is the bar parent, one of the parent. Moin moin. Here it is. Look at that. Here's the timer. This is how you access it. That's you just missed commission money that I learned about this shit. This is like the reference. How is it called? How is it called? It is local variable on the tag representing the child. Well, okay. He doesn't do. What are you building? Oh, I'm just going through like the Angular site and learning like under the techniques, which I didn't know about. Basically what I'm doing. I have the same face as you do. Oh, really? What is that? Learning shit? Or what do you mean? Your fate is the same. You broke up and now focusing on myself and work. I'm sorry to hear that. Or, well, Like, is it like, I mean, is it welcomed change for you or not? That's the question, I guess, because some people are when they break up, it's like yay, and some of them are like, oh fuck. So I don't know. She's ice cold. Middle life goes on. Oh, good for you that you can take it. So I'm still fucked up, especially lately. Oh, but that's enough of about me. So, oh, did you start exercise too? You know, getting ripped. Um, no. I was crying. I was crying a lot. I was not crying when we were kind of like agreed on it, but when she was moving out, it did hit me a lot. And then like even before that, and yeah. But there was like few breakups when we did break up, and I did not look back twice at all. It it did not matter to me at all. That did happen to me too. So that's why I did ask, sometimes you like escape like the toxic relationship and suddenly you like feel better afterwards because that was like pretty shitty relationship. That may happen too. Here we see the parent child working together. How's the job so far? Oh well, it's what the fuck is this? It's okay, I would guess. No pressure that much so far. Well, the only pressure is coming from myself to myself. So if I learned a lot, well, that's good. I I still think that, like this might be one of my biggest life regrets. Uh, that breakup, which is hard to handle it because I was the cause of it. I believe. Yeah. Wait for Angular and name. What the fuck is that? What is this? Timer and parent sequence should match. Yeah. Look, maybe like I don't know if that's good or that is my problem, but I am suffering immensely, and I think that I deserve it, and that is good that I actually do suffer. So I think that's also like restricts me from getting some kind of help, I, I guess. Parent element. Okay, so parent tag. I don't want to see it in here. It's much better to view it in their end-to-end tests. Uh, find. How can I paste here? For the fuck's sake. How? Okay. Vim auto search uh, for text in clipboard and move to Cyprus. Control R. Okay, so search, Control R, 0. Okay, so that kind of maybe works. So copy here, Control R, 0, fuck. Control R1, oh, Control R2. And there's much more stuff. Okay, but that still doesn't solve my problem, right? Because I want this. Undo. No more moin moin. Why do you want to go to Cyprus? Still learn the. Why Cyprus? Yes, and at first, like it sounds like you are like running away from it. Cheaper than Germany, got better. Okay. You can practice your English. Oh well. I guess that makes some sense at least. Copy it as normal. Then do Control R. Oh, okay. So search Control R. That's still not it. That now I will go here, copy that, then go there, Control R. The fuck? It doesn't, like, how can I paste here in the search? No relationship is better than bad relationship, always. Yeah. Side 4 year in Mallorca. Yeah. Well, working remotely can be good. So, well, if you are like a relationship person, why it would be hard? You know, like you will be the wealthy German living in a, in a poor country, I guess. So you will have to look out for the gold diggers. That will be your problem now. It wouldn't be I cannot get woman. It would be like I can get a woman which is not like gold digging at the same time. Yeah, I have feelings for her, but she's like, I don't have any feelings right now, and I don't want to hold you, etc. Oh, well, yeah, that sucks. Control R. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't fucking work. IntelliJ Vim plugin paste from clipboard string. Now it's easy. Fucking A, what is this? GG, blah blah blah. Hey, Faceta. Use Vim. Well, I use the Vim key bindings like everywhere. I'm using it in IntelliJ and so on. So yeah. How is it going? Oh, it's all right. I'm having second session now, and now I'm trying to find out how to paste in in the IntelliJ using the Vim plugin to the search prompt, right? So here I search for something and I can write something, and I will search for it, right? So let's say expect, and here are my searches, right? So that's cool. But let's say I will go here and here is something yummy here, right? So I'll copy it and I will go to my IntelliJ, I press slash and I press Control V. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all, right? So what do? I'll paste it. That should be Control R and Control R0. Zero is like this. I don't know what the fuck is that. Or I found that it should be Control R and double quotes, and that doesn't work neither. So if I control it's single quote doesn't do shit. Double quotes, they are just double quotes. And I know it's here because I can go here and paste it in here. And look at that. Look at fucking that. Right. So I'll yank it here, then I'll search for it and Control R. Okay, so that's stupid. Done. This is what I was looking for. This is still not how I would like to do that, but okay. Yeah, well, the thing is like when you press the slash, you know, you know, then this will appear here, right? And I want to search here. And if I do now it works, but that's only because I pasted it in here. If I do Yeah, it's just zeroed register. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, but that's not what I want. I basically want to do Control F, paste in it, but that is disabled right now on the because I'm using the Vim plugin for the IntelliJ, so it doesn't work. So here I can press P and it pastes, yeah. But if I do the search and try to paste it, it just writes P. It doesn't do shit now. It's broken. So if I press P, it just writes P, right? If I press Control V, it doesn't do shit. It does the tilde or like, I don't know, caret. It's called caret. I know, it's all right. It's supposed to be Control R quotes, Control R quotes. It's like it doesn't fucking Control R 0, Control Shift V, Control Shift V. Oh, oh, that's good. I like that. You actually did solve my problem. So maybe. So I will take this. I will copy it. I'll go to IntelliJ, press that, Control Shift V. You're a fucking genius. Control Shift V works. Thank you. Yeah, and it's like cool. Look at that. If I do Control Shift V, I have a list of things which I can paste in. That's awesome. Ah, I see. Okay. The more you know. Yeah, I'm losing focus, so I will read this test and uh, timer timer and parent second should match. So this is await timer get test and await seconds get text. Okay, well, whatever. Control C, yeah, that terminates. That one I know. And Control D is similar. Parent calls and view child. Local variable approach is easy, but it's limited because the parent-child wiring must be done entirely within the parent template. Ah, I see. The parent component itself has no access to the child. So see, so we can do the uChild. So we cannot use this thing, what they are saying, like this guy stays in the template, the timer, we can use it in here and here and here, but inside of there, it doesn't exist, right? So the view child is the solution to this. And you basically say the view child is this guy, it will be private. This is the name, and here's the type. And after that you can access it. You can say this timer component, seconds, whatever. And you can start and stop that shit. as well, so that's kind of straightforward as well. And they say it in here, right? In kind of like lengthy manner. Since class instances are not gonna hold on. The component or a child component. Let's go. The parent-child relationship of the components is not established within each component's respective class with the local variable technique. Sure. Since the class instances are not connected to one another, the parent class cannot access the child class properties and methods. The parent component class requires that kind of access. Inject the child component into the parent as a view child. So it's basically injection. Okay, the following example illustrates this technique with the same countdown timer example. Neither its appearance nor behavior will change. The child is the same as well. Switch from the local variable to view child technique is solely for purpose of demonstration. And where is it? This is the child view child. Okay, so where is it here? Copy. No, fuck. Copy. And go here. We'll search for that. It's inside of that, I know. So paste, export. Yeah, that's the one. And also we don't need that. So here's the view child. This refers. I was always like confused. Why do we have to have it here twice? I know this is like a function, but still. Selector, blah blah blah, whatever, right? But still. Ugh. It's just like such a bullshit. Now I'm like yawning, you know. And the moment I stop the recording and stop the streaming, I will be alive and not wanting to sleep anymore. I know myself. I do this shit all the time. What time is it? Uh, 9 minutes till midnight. Whoa. I'm tired all the fucking time because I have like this creeping anxiety. So I wake up during night and cannot fall asleep and so on, blah 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 blah. I'm complaining, I know. Whatever. Streaming is actually good for me. I kind of switch to like some like different state a little bit. Oh, come on, do the stuff. So you go sleep your child, and then you just we all have our stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, like Komishmani just broke up, for example. I fucking hate that phrase. Don't take it personally, but I fucking hate that. It's like, oh well, it's that. You cannot do anything. Oh, and it's probably right, and that's what pisses me off the most. That's life. You didn't understand that? No, I just don't like that sentence. That's all. That's all. It doesn't make sense. I probably don't make sense now. I'm like totally tired. It takes a bit more work to get view child into the parent component. It is not so much common. It's 2 lines. We will not complain about that. First, you have to import references to the view child decorator and have to. I totally missed the after view unit. But wait a tick first. Avoid one time. Dev mode. Undirectional data flow violation error. No. Komishmonya did broke up. I did broke up with a girlfriend as well, but Komishmonya did broke up with a. So you said like everyone has something, right? So that's what I said. Our German friend is going through some shit himself as well, but he learned TDD, his words, which is good. He's probably gone already. It's getting late. And I did broke up with, yeah, it will be almost a year and I'm still like, oh well. Okay, I will finish the reading of this and that will be end of it today. The after viewing it, I kind of like missed. Someone else will most definitely come. That's it's well, thank you for the cheering up, Fasuto. It's nice of you. Well, It requires big balls just to get up like in the morning from the bed or just not end it all. Yeah. It's important wrinkle, yeah. What is it? The timer component isn't available until after Angular displays the parent view. Oh, so it displays 0. Oh, that's why he did put it into asynchronous. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because we are binding to this, to the timer component, which is the children. But at the time of finishing this guy, this doesn't exist yet. So that's why they are using the after view in it. But why is here the set timeout? I still don't get. Okay, the set timeout is the trick that you put it into asynchronous. You put it on the stack, right? On the how is called the stack, like the life cycle stack, or oh, how is that called in JavaScript for the fuck's sake? Uh, script uh, asynchronous stack, like asynchronous. Yeah, that was event loop. Event loop is the thing which I want to, and that is for the fuck's sake. Give me a uh, JS event loop. Yep. We are getting closer. We are getting closer. It's called just tech. Okay. Okay, so now. Okay, so that's our queue. Okay, so it's Q. So it's Q. And the stack is what? Uh, yeah. So basically, you have like this synchronous code, and after all of the synchronous code is done, only after that, then you will execute the asynchronous things which are put into stack or queue. I don't know which one is. Probably the queue, or just I don't know. One of those. It's like both of them are basically queues. They are waiting to be executed after like all of the synchronous code is executed, right? So, but why are they doing that? Because, this would like ensure that inside of that set timeout, like even if we say like after like do it immediately, it still will go to the queue, to the stack, and it will not be executed in here right now. It will be executed only after all of the synchronous code will be executed. But I thought the ng after view in it is after all of this is like rendered, right? So the countdown timer component should be already in existence. at which time it's too late to update the parent view's display of the countdown cycle. Angular's unidirectional data flow rule prevents updating the parent's view in the same cycle. The application has to wait one turn before it can display the seconds. Use the set timeout to wait one tick and then revise the seconds method so that it takes the future values from the timer component. So I still don't get like they are probably triggering the another like the detection cycle, Angular detection cycle, but well, I'm missing something. Anyway, we are over the time limit, so this is done.